Doing that breathy,
Doing that pinchy,
you can sound nice.
or you can sound bitchy.
And we're just going to... Did it do it? I think I fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. All right. I got my timer ready. I fixed the sound issue. Video's synced up. We're good in the hood. Let me just start this timer and we'll get started. Do. Pull up that window. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. We're on pace. We're doing our thing. And we always start with our breathing, as you know. Sit up nice and straight. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe in through your nose. Expand your diaphragm out. Clenching in. If you don't understand this, I've covered it in more detail in other videos. Just push that air out. Maybe have your hand up, so when you breathe out... Oh, I felt lots of air on my hand. Let's do a couple time breaths. We're breathing in. Easy, right? Let's do 2 more breaths like this. Ready? Feeling relaxed? Use your stomach. Easy. We're going to move on to our non-voiced sounds. Our ha, he, hi, how. Not speaking. We're not going ha. We're going Try that one for me just now. Easy, yeah? We'll go good. We'll go try that. Blow that air out onto your hand. Let's do it one more time. Whew, already hot in here. Have some water. I'm already taking this off. Golly, summertime voice training, let me tell ya. Next, we're going to yawns. Now we're giving it a bit of that sound. Just a natural yawn like you would do, but you're going to give it a bit of bit of noise. Make sure you have some noise to it. I already had your turn up. It's your turn. Good. I'm going to push the pitch on mine a little bit, but I still want that air. You feeling the air? Good stuff. Let's move to uptick yawns. So instead of settling into the breath, we're going up in pitch while still trying to move that air onto our hand, like so. You able to feel the air as you try and go higher pitched? Listen to me. We'll do one more. Did you hear how it tightened up a bit as I challenged the pitch? That's okay. Next, we're going to go up and come back down again. Glissando, it's called. Start, go up, again, back where you started. Try it. Listen again. Oh, last few seconds. You can finish it before the timer runs out. Good job. You got about 40 seconds. I can see there's definitely a slight lag today on my timer from my OBS. That's okay. You don't have to be exact with me. How are you doing? How's the stream doing here? We're all doing all right? Turned off the echo? Everyone's happy? Good, good. How's Discord? I got my Discord chat as well. Kind of lagging out. Oh, we're starting again. All right, so new round starting. We were doing that glissando going up. Let's just start with the bass line. This one's voiced. You want to feel that air on your hand while making a bit of a breathy sound. Easy. One more like that. You feeling that air? Good. Let's try doing a scale. We're going to go up in pitch on each one, trying to feel the air on your hand every time. I'll go and then you can go. So, you still feeling that air? Let's do one more. I was definitely tightening up a little bit there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little water. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to switch back to glissandos. So we're going to go. Let's do another like that. Same level. Now I'm going to try and go a little higher. Tightening up a little bit there. Have a little water. And we're going to go back to scales again. Let's go down to an easy pitch. Good, good. Next we'll go higher. That's about where I tightened up before, but it felt a little better. I want to go one higher. How are you doing with that? felt like I was tightening up there. I felt like I was relying on my falsetto a little bit there. Let's settle back down a bit. We've got about a minute left here. I want to try a glissando that we stretch out a little bit more. So, starting somewhere nice and easy and low. Now what we're going to start in the same place, and we're going to stretch it higher. Try that. Oh. Try that out. Stretch it a little higher than where you normally would. I'm going to try it again, starting in the same place, stretching it even higher. How are you doing with that? Realistically, let's just take a break from there. Oh yeah, I did the affogato by accident in that round. Doing all right? Not too hard? We're going to move on to pinchy stuff next round. All of that was breathy stuff. In case you didn't pick up on it and you haven't watched any of my other lessons, take a deep breath in between all the breathy stuff. Notice that that's what I was doing. You should do that too. Give yourself lots of breath to work with. Okay. Next, we're going to Bugs Bunny. That's bringing it up into your nose, like you're, Bugs Bunny going,
Nyeh. Curl your lips up into your nose.
Listen to me.
Nyeh.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Put a pin in Bugs Bunny for a moment. We notice how he settled down into that.
Yeah.
If you've done the lessons before, you know what's coming next is Grudge Ghost. That down at the bottom tightness. Try that for a minute. Good. These are all about clenching these muscles in here. Put a pin in Grudge Ghost. We're moving on to buzzing. That's kind of like teeth aren't quite clenched. You're getting it up into your nose like in that Bugs Bunny, and you're giving like a Z or Z sound like a buzzer. Try it out. Clenching nasal. It's a little bit like you're doing the Bugs Bunny and the Grudge Ghost at the same time, right? Instead of
Yeah.
or it's try it. Good. Let's do one more at this level before going up. Awesome. Have a little water. And now we're going to start going up in pitch. You want to feel like this is physically moving up your throat. We covered this in more detail in the last week's lesson. So, to start, that was like up here. I'm going to go for like here. Remember, it doesn't necessarily have to sound high pitch. You're just physically moving it up into your nose, really. Did you hear how that wavered a little bit? I kind of went up into my nose and kind of settled into my throat. That was a little unstable. I'm pushing my boundary a little bit now. I'll do a nice one. I'll give you another chance. Try it. I don't know how well that comes across, but it's challenging now. So when I'm doing those, I still feel it in my throat, so I know I'm still using it, but I'm using it way less, which means that's right at my limit, and I probably don't realistically want to go much higher than that. In our last minute here, let's switch to buzzing glissando. So we did the breath glissando, now we're doing what we were just doing, the buzz, but going... Try that. Try moving up and down. This is an easier one to stretch out into your nose. I'll give you the last word. Golly. All right. Whew, bet your throat needs a rest after that. That buzzing. It's a really good way to get things up into your nose as well as clenching in your throat. It's a good way to train high-pitched things and shrinking stuff down to give you that small, more feminine sound to things. Maybe give yourself a few breaths. It's okay if you go into falsetto in your buzz. You're going to rely on it a little bit. Oh, all right, pitter patter. Let's get back at her. We're still in pinchy stuff. Now we're going to go back to more that grudge coast zone down in here. That, show one for me. Easy, right? Good. So you feel that down in here, right? We were doing stuff moving up the throat. Let's do that again, but with this sound. So we're going to go up a little higher. At that point, if you're not feeling it in your throat so much, I was a little bit, but it was getting into that nose region. We talked in the other video about going to the nose more. Let's not worry about that for a moment. I want to go back down to the bottom, and we're going to flow in this. We're going to do the creaky door, which is where we're starting at the bottom and bringing it up to that nose region where we just were. This try that. Try and hold that at the top, wherever you get to. Listen to me again. Wherever is your top, stay there. Just a few seconds. Whew, good stuff. Let's go up and come back down. So, Good, good. We normally do a lot of creaky door. Let's talk about its less discussed sibling, rusty gate. Same concept, that same tightness moving around in your head, but it's now like this sound, this like you're a rooster going Listen again. You may find this one helps you lock in that tightness a little more easily. Good. Last few seconds, we're going to do an scale. So we're going We can do it. We can finish this. The good news about that one is you actually can't usually go as high as you normally can, so that's realistically what the limit, for me at least, probably would have been, basically. I'm noticing my video is getting weird now to sync, but I'm not going to worry about that too much, eh? What is this? I can see it. Oh, now it's not so bad. Now it's not so bad. No idea what causes that. It's random. Thanks, computer. Okay. We're back on after our break. Next thing we're doing, we got to alternate. We're just doing breathy, then we did pinchy. Now we got to alternate between them. Back to back. Do I have a, it doesn't matter that much. I just wanted it. Back to back training. Can't even read it. Okay, so we're going to start breathy and then do buzzing after. So like, you know? Ooh, I want your turn. There it is. There's your turn. I'll show you again. Back to back. Good. Let's go the other way. We're going to go buzzing and then breath. So it's like how's that? Whew, it's getting hot today, eh? With this one, with the buzzing to breath, you're going to have to take a really deep breath in first. I'm going to have my hand up for this one because I want to track how much less breath I've got doing the breath after the buzz. Oh, still lots of breath. How about you? And remember, any breathy sound you make, put it in H. Give it a bit of an ha to it. Good, good. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to do back to back to back. We're going to go breath, buzz, breath, like so. You got to save some of your breath. Don't use it all up on the first one. Breath, buzz, breath. Try it out. And when you're done, have some water. I'll show you again. Good, good. Let's do the reverse. We're going to start buzz and then go to breath and finish buzz. Still take a deep breath in for this. If this is easy for you, try doing it a little bit higher pitched. Oh, I did breathy first there, didn't I? Oh no, we're doing breathy first. Or pinchy first. I might be reaching my limit, but I want to try one more. Ooh, ooh. Try it, try it. Let's call that round there. How is that? Flowing between breathy and pinchy is the essence of basically everything that we do. So learning to do them side by side is really important. Even if, you know, flowing is the main thing you're working on, it's useful to still do some sounds back to back, doing a breathy and a pinchy or a pinchy and a breathy. And it's definitely going to warm you up to be able to flow between them more easily. Next round's going to be all about that flowing though. And if you have difficulty with that, don't sweat it. Just try and focus on doing each sound as best you can. If you're used to these sounds, try and flow between them. Okay, so we're back on. We're going to start with breath to buzz first, flowing. So that's like this. I'm starting out loose and clenching my throat and my whole body into it. Try it out. Listen to me. Have some water. Next, we're going to do the reverse. We're going to start pinchy, going to breathy. Take a deep breath in. So that's starting tight and relaxing into your breath. Try it out. Listen to me again. Good. Have a little water. We're going to go back to the first one, breathy to buzz, which is a little easier most of the time. And we're going to do it in a scale. We're going to try and challenge that pitch on it. So start somewhere nice and easy. I was coughing, so I'm having some water. Maybe you should have some water too. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is the same thing, scales, inflowing, but we're going to do the opposite. Breath or buzz to breath. Okay? So, start somewhere low. Now we're going to go higher. Ooh, I could feel that air. How about you? Ooh, treading that line. Oof. I don't think we have enough time for another full round. Have a water. Give yourself a rest. We got one more round before we'll take a Blondie break. How's the stream? Everything's going swimmingly. Okay, so we're still doing that breath and tight flowing, but we want to go the three-way of breath, tight, breath. So we're going. Whew. Try that out. You're going to need to really take a deep breath in on this. Oh, is that the opposite? Oh, don't worry about it. Try it. Just do it. Doesn't matter. We can switch it around. In my workouts, I would screw around and do lots of different switch ups. Let's go back to breathy, pinchy, breathy. Actually, that was useful and instructive to do the other one because I felt like it was easier because you're using less breath. If you're doing you don't run out of air at the end because you only really used your air at the middle. Let's go breath, pinch, breath. And now let's go pinch, breath, pinch. Probably felt a little easier, yeah? Let's go breath, pinch, breath. And now we're going to do pinch, breath, pinch. Good, good. Have a little water. We're going to do something. It's going to be a little more difficult, but it's worth it. I swear. It's very important. We're going to do those glissandos, starting somewhere and going higher and coming back down. But we're doing that with this breath, pinch, breath flow. We're starting breathy. As we go higher pitch, we're going into that tighter sound, into that nasal, and then finishing breathy. I know, difficult sounding, but you can do it, I swear. Try it out. Follow with me. I didn't even go that high. Gonna go off into your nose, come back down. Listen to me again. That one I tried to go higher. That was more conservative. That one was more squeaky. I'm trying to skew a little more squeaky on these. I'm going to do one that's a little more buzzy or less going into the nose, more in that range. How's that? Not everyone can go up into that place, so I don't always do those. If you can only go that's okay. But because it's last minute, I'm going to push it. You push yourself as much as possible too. So Whew, these ones are hard. You can finish it. I know it's off. Timer thing's gone and my thing. Don't worry, because we're having a blondie break. So if you're finished that final sound, let's take a quick little break from this. Oh! Oh! Hey! There we go. Let's just pretend nothing happened, and we're just... Hey, Blondie! How you doing, buckaroo? Oh, you wanted that food. You would have been really mad if we didn't feed you. Oh, what a good boy you are. Everyone tell Blondie he is so good. Are you so good, Blondie? Oh, what a good boy. Are you such a good fish? Do you want one more food, Blondie? Do you want one more little food here? Aw, what a good boy you are, Blondie. Your mom loves you so much. We all love you so much. We love you the most out of any fish I think there ever was. Isn't that right, everybody watching? And, oh, what's this? My pal Helpful Rex here, who's got the word of the day for me. Well, thank you, Helpful Rex. Let me just... Oh, golly, you're holding on to it. Who could have predicted that, you fucking dinosaur? That! Yep. Got our word of the day. Thanks, Rex. Even if he's a bastard. What is the word of the day, by the way? Oh, yeah. It's... I gotta hold up here. Pistachio. What is a pistachio? In case you didn't know. They're them nuts what come in them clamshells. Sometimes they're green. Pistachio. Why did I choose pistachio? Why? That's a good question. Good thing we're on a timer now. The round timer times out perfectly for me to explain why our word of the day is what it is. It's because it's got lots of weird sounds in it, like p and sta and sh. We did affogato last week. It's a lot of affo, open. These are more closed, tight. So that's what we're working with here. We're going to be starting with the breathy side of things. Let's go to saying out phonetically each syllable of pistachio in the breathy voice. I'm all flustered by all these technical difficulties. Okay. We're starting with P in breathy. Have that hand up. P. Good. Now we'll do sta. Sta. She. Oh. Easy. Let's say the whole thing. Pistachio. Say the whole thing in a breathy voice if you can. Pistachio. 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 Phew. Hard to say all those syllables in a breathy voice, eh? Have a little water. Let's go to the tighter side of things, that pinchy voice. Let's start phonetically. The P. Sta. She. Oh. Pistachio. It's going to be harder to flow in that tight. Let's slow it down. Pistachio. 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 Good, good. Our timing got thrown off by technical difficulties, so we got a little bit of time here. Let's go 2 syllables at a time. So we're gonna go in breath, pista, and try and go up in breath. Pista. 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 Kind of like those uptick yawns we did earlier. Let's do the next one. Shio. Pistachio. Good. Let's go to pinchy. So,
Pistachio. Pistachio. Pistachio.
actually, I'm going to go
Pistachio.
really emphasize that. Let's just try flowing in pinchy
Pistachio.
because we only have a few seconds left. Good stuff. Take a little break. We're going to return to pistachio in another round. Whew. Golly. Ugh. Yeah, gosh, I'll tell you. Using a USB port is risky business. It's very easy for things to get unplugged when you don't want them to get unplugged. So, I feel like I lost my sound effects on my timer to tell us what's up, but that's okay. So, whatever. Next, we're saying the word pistachio, but we're thinking of it in terms of breath, tight, breath. That's the way I think this word kind of flows. It's got these kind of weird syllables like show, pistachio that kind of flows into one another. That I think lends itself well to this flowing. That's one reason why I chose this word also. So if we think starting breathy, getting tighter and higher at what the center syllable is, like sta, and then shio is our chance to flow more into breath from that tight. So, like so. Pistachio. 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 See, I'm pistachio. Pistachio. Slow it down if you need to. Pistachio. Try it. Pistachio. Pistachio. That was a shorter breath to start so I could flow up into the pinch. Pistachio. 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 That was a little less extreme, a little more subtlety. Pistachio. Pistachio. I can tell I'm hitting my limit. When I get to the sta, sometimes it doesn't have any sound coming out. That's a good thing. It means you're challenging yourself. If you're trying to hit that high point, that pista, and nothing comes out, that's actually not bad. It means you pushed yourself to your limit. Pistachio. See if you can get up into that nasal region at the top. Pistachio. Let's change gears in the last 2 minutes to do it kind of the opposite of how we normally would say a word like this. Maybe we want to sound a little more assertive. Maybe just the flow of our sentence has us saying things not starting breathy, but we're actually starting pinchy, breathy, pinchy. So, pistachio. Pistachio. I normally, when I go high, like in the middle, I'm going into my nose. I'm not going into breath. It's a little unnatural for me to do this, but it's good to train this sort of thing. Pistachio. Try that. Because there are going to be some sentences where the rhythm just flows out, where you're ending more on an instead of an pistachio. 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 This is more starting breathy, going to pinchy. That's okay. Because if you go pistachio, you can't do that. You can try it. But it's a little harder, right? But if you go pistachio, you can get away with just the first half is breathy, second half's pinchy. Works okay. Because again, those syllables of pistachio flow into one another. Pistachio. 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 I was trying to make it a little more natural there. Pistachio. That was more breathy at the end. Say it nicely. Say it however you want to say it. Well, for some reason, my sounds on my dong stopped, but the timer is gone through. You can see it on the thing. It did it. And that's 10 rounds of voice training, which puts us at about an hour. Golly, that was a really good workout. I hope your throat isn't too worn out by all the scales we did and all the the blending, which is always very difficult. Oh, my browser's being a weirdo, which I'm not going to worry about. I was hoping to close my timer. That's okay. Thanks for training me with me this week, everybody. Try to practice every day. Don't train for more than an hour at a time. That's all we did today. It's all you really need. Always try to drink plenty of water, and I will see you next week for sure. Don't go so soon. I started doing credits on my videos. Anyone who supports me on Patreon, you're in these credits. I mean, I haven't updated it since last week. But hey, thanks so much to everybody who supports me on Patreon. You make this possible. The only reason why there's transgender voice training time with Bria is because of the Patreon supporters. Thanks so much, Patreon. I'm pretty sure I said that already, but did I say thanks so much, Patreon? It really means a lot to me. I'm really happy that I finally have a chance to show these credits to people. If you want to support Transgender Voice Training Time, you can go to patreon.com/lifeofbria and sign up for $2 a month. That'll give you access to the Discord server, and you can join in on our semi-private lessons and get direct voice feedback from me, Bria. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you next week.